Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and I hope you all are doing well. So today I'm here to bring you another pick a card reading, and today we are looking into why your tarot prediction hasn't come true yet. So this could be if you got a personal reading that hasn't come true yet, or if you're watching a general reading that hasn't come true yet, other than the fact that it's a general reading of why it didn't come true. We're going to look into what are some blocks that is maybe keeping your tarot prediction from coming into fruition here. So we have two piles here to choose from. We have the first pile here with the alarm clock, and then we have the second pile here with the hourglass. So feel free to pick more than one or pick both if you feel guided to do so. There may be additional messages in each pile that will make up your story or your unique situation. I am available for personal readings. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, that information will be down below in the description box. And then I just want to give a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing, supporting me and my channel in whatever way you felt guided to do so. Thank you all so much for your time, your trust, your love and support. It really, really means a lot to me. And I'm just so incredibly grateful to be able to be your tarot reader. And I'm just so glad that these readings are providing you with, a different perspective, some deeper insights into your situation and guidance. So thank you all so much. So without further ado here, let's get on to your reading. Hello, pile one, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the red alarm clock, this is your reading for why your tarot prediction hasn't come true yet. So the first thing I'm picking up here really clear is that there is this reluctancy of change. I can see that very strongly, or more so maybe a fear. There's like this fear of change and this frustration around needing to change the way you see things, change the way you look at things, change the way you think about certain things. There's just this like, I can't do this, or I don't want to do this because then I'm gonna have to do X, Y, and Z, or this is too hard, or you know what I'm picking up? I don't know why, but I'm just gonna say it. There's like maybe this need to create boundaries with certain people or family members, and there's just this reluctancy around it because there's always, especially if you weren't taught how to have healthy boundaries, learning how to have boundaries is very, very stressful. It can be very scary because usually people who don't have healthy boundaries have this like people pleasing type of way of being with people, or you know what I mean? So there could be this fear around wanting having to create healthy boundaries with family members or with your family, something like that could be getting in the way of why your tarot prediction hasn't come true. Now I don't know what your tarot prediction is really. Maybe if we dive a little deeper into the cards I can kind of see, but I just feel like there's this need for like a happy home, for a change, maybe just to become more stable, more grounded, because there's a lack of stability here. You have two fours here. So if you're seeing fours a lot or the number four a lot, I do feel like that's a message from spirit to persevere and keep going, because I feel like you've stopped persevering something. Maybe you've stopped your spiritual journey, or wanting to grow spiritually or something. Maybe you've just don't see the point, or you just feel like I can't do this. This is too hard. Like, I hate everything about this. Like, there's this like overwhelming frustration that I'm picking up, but we do have surrender frustration. But I do feel like there's this lack of stability, this lack of progression, this lack of perseverance, just because I feel like you're just afraid of what this change will bring, of what this will come about. You know how people are like afraid? I feel like you could be their group that's like afraid of your own success, afraid of your own power, is also what I'm picking up really, really strongly here. So you're kind of holding on to like certain behaviors, certain patterns, certain ways of thinking, just trying to keep yourself small, just so maybe you can be more comfortable, or other people around you can be more comfortable. I'm just getting this like possessive, defensive type of attitude from these cards right now. So yes, it's just, and like all your tarot cards, even this thinking man is reversed. So there's like a lot of blockages as to, not a lot, but like there's like there's a few little blockages here as to why your tarot prediction hasn't come true yet. But let's get into the cards. So with surrender frustration here, it says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block. Oh my gosh, do you hear that? That's so loud. It's like an airplane, but I don't know why it's so loud. Anyways, the key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. There's a sense here that you're very angry. For some of you, you could just be very like frustrated or angry at your circumstances, at your situation, at the fact that you're not financially stable or you're not financially secure the way you would want to be. You're not as successful as you want to be. You're not as victorious as you would want to be. There's a lot of like ego coming through here as well. I just feel like there's just like, you feel like you should be further along on your journey, and because you're not, it's almost like kind of like you're giving up, or further along in your career, or further along in your relationship, or maybe you feel like you should have a relationship by now and you don't. Like there's just this like feeling of just feeling super frustrated with your journey of like where you're at right now. And again, this is spirit saying like the more that you can just like center yourself and know you're exactly where you need to be and everything is the way it's supposed to be, and just approach it in a different manner, which the manner would be like more calmly, things can change. So there's a level of like just being really stressed or really anxious, just not feeling calm, just kind of needing to take a step back, yes, and just like collect yourself, center yourself, just align yourself to your truth, align yourself to what you really want, because right now I do feel like you're misaligned, or you're aligned with like an old version of yourself, an old attitude, an old way of thinking that's kind of just keeping your manifestations at bay. So we do have coriander here, and it says honoring self, and we have patchouli, earthly. So the trigger statement for coriander is this is the way it has always been done. And the trigger statement for patchouli is I hate my body. So this tells me that there's like a level here of like self-hate. Maybe you're talking really down to yourself. You're having a lot of negative self-talk towards yourself, the way you look, your body, your home, your career. I just feel like there's this level of like you not liking yourself right now, or you just feeling very frustrated towards yourself because you just feel like you're not where you need to be, which is fair. We all get into these modes, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. But I do feel like there's this like there's this habit. It's like the way you think, because with the thinking man in reverse, it has to do with the way you think, or there could be someone around you that's filling your head with these ideas that you should hate your body, or hate the way you look, or hate where you are at, or someone controlling around you that's trying to control the way you think or control your progress, because you progressing or you changing, you evolving it just makes this person feel insecure. It makes this person feel bad, almost like misery loves company. So there could be someone around you who's really miserable right now, really possessive of you. It doesn't have to be a man, but it could be honestly anyone who just is really arrogant, really prideful, is like, I just heard disgrace. So I don't know if this person feels like you're a disgrace or you feel like you're a disgrace, but I think this is definitely a learned behavior. This is like learned negative self-talk, because someone is speaking negatively towards you and is really like putting you down. And I feel like you're starting to put yourself down or believe this other person. Now, this could be something from childhood that you picked up. It doesn't have to be someone around you, but this is like an energy of like still lingering in the back of your mind, or actually maybe in the front of your mind. It's still lingering around you. It's still a belief that you have based on what this person has told you about yourself. And it's not like this person is true, because they're not. They're not right. I just feel like this was done to this person, or this was something that was told to this person, and so now they're telling it to you. It's definitely like a domino effect, or like a triggering effect here. But there's a need to honor yourself more. And like I said, honor where you're at, and especially honor your body. Like your body is a temple. Your body is the vehicle housing your soul. Like it doesn't have to look like how society says your body has to look. I mean, I feel like all that, but I do feel like maybe sometimes you get down on the way you look. And I feel like this is because someone is like, I want to say picking on you, or like teasing you for your body, or teasing you about the way you look or something. And this is just like something you've learned, where now you tease yourself before someone can tease you, or you kind of put yourself down before this person can put you down, or someone else can put you down. And you just feel like it's never going to change. It's never going to get better. Like, this is just the way you are. This is just the way you look. And that's not the case. You can create your whole reality. You can create your whole world. You can create whatever you want to do. And I feel like not a lot of people, but I feel like no one's told you this, or I feel like this is something you don't hear quite often. With coriander here, it says, you are ready to fulfill your desires by thinking outside the box. The path less traveled may be more fulfilling. So yeah, I do feel like you're kind of locking yourself in or restricting yourself with the way you think. There's a need to think outside the box. There's a need to think differently. And then Patchouli says, remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal sacred body. Yeah, like, first of all, we don't take our bodies with us, so, who cares? Second of all, like, your body, like I said, your body is your temple. Appreciate it. It houses your soul. It can move. You can walk. You can talk. You have, you're able to, like I said, you're able to move around. There's no need to get down on your body just because it doesn't look a certain way. Or even if it can't move a certain way, you still you still have one. You know what I mean? Because obviously, if you didn't have one, you'd be dead. But anyways, I was going to say something, but it was redundant. But you still have, a home for your soul. If anything, just appreciate it for that. And take care of it. You don't have to, if you're down on the way you look, or if you just feel like you want to lose weight, you can eat healthy. And just because it's never worked out for you in the past doesn't mean it's going to work out for you now. Like, now you're this now moment. You're not your past. You're not who you were. You're not what you've always done. You can choose differently and just continue to choose differently. Think differently about yourself. Think differently about how you feel, how you look, or your reality. Don't let other people, outside people, tell you that this is it, or this is just the way it's always been done. This is how it's always going to be. It's never going to change, because those people are very restricted and limited, and just very close-minded, just very, I want to say miserable. And like I said, misery loves company. So I just feel like there's this need for you to kind of think for yourself, and not fear thinking differently, because you could be afraid that the way you think, or because you're, thinking more outside the box, this person or these people are going to hate you. Because we do have work through your fears, and we do have the Four of Wands in reverse, which speak about leaving home, or, a foundation, a family foundation, a home foundation. So it could be that these are your parents, if you live with your parents, telling you these things, maybe kind of picking on you or bullying you in some type of way, making you feel bad for your life choices, and making you feel bad for who you are or the way you look. And maybe you feel like if you were to stand up for yourself, or tell this person or your parents or whoever, it doesn't have to be your parents, but what you think and how you feel, that they would abandon you or reject you, or you would have to leave, or something like that. Or it could be a roommate situation. It could be a friend. Whatever the case, there's this feeling uncertain about your future, feeling uncertain about your future stability, your future security. It's like you're not in harmony wherever you're at. There's not a lot of harmony around you, and there's no harmony within yourself, and there's not a lot of it's just not a great time right now. There's just something going on in your family life or in your home life that's just not helpful, and it's not supportive. And a lot of this is just a lot of fear, a lot of fear of disappointing, fear of being successful, fear of being victorious. Maybe you're afraid that you're gonna shame your family, or shame your loved ones, or embarrass your loved ones, or embarrass your friends for doing something differently, or for thinking differently, or maybe for wearing something, for thinking something. I just think there's this what do I want to say? There's this conservative, I don't know if that's the word. I'm picking up there's this arrogance, or this and I don't think you're the arrogant one, but you could maybe be coming across arrogant, but this is as a defensive type of mechanism, because you're scared to reveal your true self. You're scared to be authentic around certain people. So you're just trying to protect yourself, you know what I mean? And because you're trying to protect yourself by putting on this false mask and not being honest with yourself or with other people, it's blocking or hindering your tarot prediction for coming true. Maybe you're maybe what you want to come true is you want to move, but you feel like you don't have enough money, or you're not successful enough to move, or there's something here about not being seen, like not getting enough attention or not being seen for who you really are. And Spirit is saying you need to show people who you really are, because maybe you think you are, but you're really not, because I do feel like there's hiding here. And it's because like you're scared to show people who you really are. You're scared to maybe to love your body when everyone has told you not to love your body. You know what I mean? You're scared to kind of do things differently because everyone's told you this is the way it's always been done. Why are you trying to change things? Like, you know, you're scared to create your own way because it would require you to leave certain people or move or do something different. I just feel like there's this like fear going on here. We also have alignment. So it says, I'm not sure where to begin to come into balance with anything. Life can seem out of control at times. So I do feel like your life, definitely feel like your life is out of control, or you feel like it's just out of control, not in alignment. It's because like your thoughts, your words, and your deeds are not aligning. So this is a message to really start balancing your thoughts, your mind, and pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention, because thoughts create, but emotions manifest. So there's like your thoughts and your emotions are not in alignment. So this is a good time to get in tune with your chakras. Maybe do some chakra balancing, listen to some chakra music. There's a need to balance your yin and yang energy within you. Because it's like, because you're out of balance within, so without. So like outside of you is not being balanced. Like I said, like there's not a lot of harmony. There's not a lot of balance going on. There's a need to ground yourself, maybe getting out in nature, walking barefoot, going to the ocean if you're near water or lake or something, or just like hugging a tree, standing next to a tree, or just kind of sitting on the grass, just something to ground and center yourself. Also meditation is really important, like really meditating, like connecting with yourself, connecting and just kind of releasing all those lower vibrational densities within your body, and just kind of setting intentions to align your will with the universal will. So I definitely feel like there's this need for alignment, because it's just kind of, you're just out of alignment, and it's like showing up in your outer world. And Thinking Man reverse really speaks about, like I said, this could be like a male person who is not acting in your best interest. It doesn't have to be, it could be male or female, but this is just someone who's doesn't have your best interest, and who is like not really helping you in any way, obviously, and is just someone who is not helping you grow. And this also speaks about you. It can also speak about you as well. It's like you needing to learn how to stand strong in your own path, and knowing that learning and growing are actually part of your path, and like you not listening to that call because you're scared to learn, to grow. It could be where you feel like you want to be like a teacher or a writer, or maybe a healer of some kind, a tarot reader, a psychic or something, and your soul is like longing for this to serve the world in this capacity, but you're like stifling it because of what other people think, because you are afraid you're not good enough, because someone has told you that that's, you know, something that you can't do, you're not able to do for whatever reason, and that's not true. And I just feel like this person or this energy, this way of thinking is definitely blocking your personal life, and is definitely blocking your way towards your goal, and blocking your tarot prediction from coming true. So I do feel like Spirit is saying it's time to break through that and move in the direction of your goals. And remember that learning is growing, and you will be able to like meet other people who are on the same path as you, but you need to add more compassion and like rely on your own wisdom, and not the wisdom of this person or these other people, because they're not filling your head with wisdom. They're just filling your head with misery, I guess is a better choice of words. And they just don't have your best interest, or this person just doesn't have your best interest. And work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. This speaks about, again, like obsessively. So this could be something you're obsessing about. This is about, you could be holding on to a grudge. Like I said, this thinking man could be an energy of old thoughts from your childhood kind of resurfacing, or you're looping in your in your childhood wounding or something like that. But it's also, I feel like, a bit paranoid. Like there's this paranoid energy that's coming through a little bit here. But I do feel like working through this is kind of reminding me of like working through your shadow, working through your dark side so you can get to the light, basically. So there's a need to do like shadow work and to not be afraid of your shadow self and to be more emotionally intimate with yourself. This is a call to like go deep into your body, go deep into your mind, go deep into your spirit. And don't be afraid of what comes your way, because it's not you. You're not your body. You're the observer. You know what I mean? Like, you don't take your body with you. You're not your emotions. You're not your feelings. You're the observer, observing those things. So I do feel like there's this like needing to almost like not like birthing anew. Like there's a new kind of thinking of your situation in a different way, almost like the phoenix that's rising from the ashes type of thing. There's like this death and rebirth type of paradigm. And I definitely feel like there's this energy of like starting over or a new start ahead, because it is a new moon. So we do have a new start ahead, but I feel like it could be a little scary because it means you have to go through this tunnel. It means you have to go through your shadow stuff. It means, it won't always be rainbows and unicorns, but it'll be very deep and very transforming. And I definitely feel, and very magical as well. So I feel like you're very magical. I feel like you have like, I was gonna say like magical superpowers, or like very psychic, intuitive gifts that could really benefit the world, or maybe that's something you want to create or you want to use more of, and people are telling you, not to, or you can, or that's something that's not, that's something you won't be able to do. You know what else I'm getting? Because Scorpio is like a very, very sexy sign. So I feel like a lot of you are very attractive, but there's someone around you, or you've been told that you're not. And I feel like this is a time to like let that go. Whoever is telling you you're not, Scorpio's like, it's first of all, it's never your body or your looks that makes you attractive. It's your attitude. It's your personality that makes you attractive. Because like you could not be the most like physically attractive person, but if your personality is fire, if you are like very confident in the way you look and how you look, it doesn't even freaking matter. Like people will just flock to you. Like you will just like attract everything and anything. So this is more about being in your confidence about however you look. You don't have to look the same as everybody else. This is just about like knowing how you look and being confident in that and working with that. Like instead of working against yourself, work with yourself. But again, this is like something that someone's told you about yourself, or someone keeps telling you that you keep believing. And this is like basically spirit saying you have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to know that you are attractive in your own way. Just because it doesn't look how it should look, or how this person thinks it should look, or how society thinks it should look, doesn't mean it's not true. Like, stop listening to society. Stop listening to this person or these people. They have no idea what they're talking about. Like, you are sexy. You are attractive. Just the fact you got Scorpio. I know if you have any type of Scorpio placement, you're sexy, you're attractive. Trust me. You just have to tap into it and just embrace it. It just may be different than what other people say, and that's okay. Like, different is good. It's not a bad thing. Like, especially when it comes to your body. Like, just love your body. Like, there's no need not to. Life is too short not to love your body. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be super skinny, or you don't have to be like super thick. Just love yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just there's something about yourself that you love, and just like continue to like remind yourself you love it until you start loving yourself. Or if there's something you want to change about yourself, you can change it. But like, I think there's just someone you're listening to that's telling you like, what's the point, or something like that. It's just someone who's filling your head with like negative self-talk that we don't need to listen to you, and you can just X out right now. Maybe not like physically, like, you know what I mean? But like energetically, and like not, block this person energetically, mentally, you know what I mean? Emotionally, because I just feel like this is definitely why your tarot prediction hasn't come true. Even if your tarot prediction was about something else that seems unrelated, it's related. You know what I mean? Energy is energy. It doesn't even matter if it's the same type of like category that energy's in. Like if well, that's related. I feel I was going to give an example, but that was redundant as well. Let's say like you want a new home, but you like hate your body. You may think that's unrelated, but if you hate your body, it means your body's your home, like I said. And you're just telling the universe, okay, I hate my body. And the universe is saying, okay, you hate your home. You hate your vessel that's housing your soul. So why she would give you a new home if you hate this home that you're at, or you know what I mean, like something like that. I just feel like you feel maybe it's unrelated, but it's definitely related. Yeah, so I just think basically, there's a need to not be so defensive, but more like conserve your energy, maybe not give everyone or this person a lot of your energy as much as you can. This could be materially, spiritually, emotionally, but just kind of conserving your energy, being a little bit more frugal, maybe with your money, if you're having money issues or something like that, and just kind of not having, maybe I'm also picking up that maybe you're spending money in a way where you want to make this person see you or make people see you in a way that you have money, but you really don't. And so you're kind of overextending yourself is also what I'm picking up. There's just a need of like wanting to be seen and showing off, but it's actually just really hurting yourself because it's not coming from an authentic place. It's coming from a need to be seen or be validated in some way. And that's but it's definitely blocking your tarot prediction from coming true. So yeah, that is what I see. So I'm going to leave it here because I'm not really picking up anything else and I don't want to like over complicate this, but that is what I see. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided a different perspective and some deeper insights into your situation. If not, feel free to pick the other pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Hourglass, this is your reading for why hasn't your tarot prediction come true yet. So this is very interesting. So I'm getting there is this spiritual lesson you're going through that you may be having a hard time going through this particular lesson. It is something kind of in the midst of like self-mastery, kind of learning how to master yourself, because we do have some blocked energy here. And this is like learning how to master yourself with another person, because I am seeing this like relationship or this like distrustful relationship that's causing you to believe. It's not causing you to believe because I feel like you've already carried this belief and this person's just mirroring this, honestly. But because you're seeing it, maybe you're not seeing it as something that you've been carrying your whole life or you've been carrying as a wound within you for quite some time. You're kind of just seeing it within this person and it's frustrating you a little bit. But there's this like belief scarcity because we do have like surrender your belief in scarcity. But I don't know. There's like, I just feel like there's this thinking or this feeling that this person is blocking your door to personal happiness and healing, or, but this is just like your ego speaking. It's not this person. It's just the fact that this person's just reflecting to you what's already within you. But I think that may be something you're having a difficult time understanding or accepting or surrendering to, because I do feel like this relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but I am seeing romance, but it could be like a friendship, it could be a parent, it could be something like that. But there's just this like feeling of this person, or you're feeling like this person makes you feel like, what's the point of even trying? What's the point of healing? What's the point of, coming up with a resolution? What's the point of, healing the past or moving forward, because the past haunts me. Like, you're haunted by your past mistakes. You're haunted by your past decisions, your past self. And I feel like this person is a strong reflection to that, and it frustrates you because you're just like, why can't I move forward? Why can't I find my purpose? Why don't I feel special? Why do I not feel free in this moment? And that's all new. This has nothing to do with this other person, but you could be blaming this other person on the reason why you don't feel free, why you don't feel special, because you feel in yourself like you feel like you're not special. You feel like you're not free because you're restricting yourself and you are believing certain things that are keeping you restricted, that are keeping you stuck. And it has nothing to do with this person. It's more just, this person just reflecting to you your own beliefs that you have and how you take care of yourself and how you feel about yourself, which is a hard pill to swallow, but it is something that I see here that is blocking your tarot prediction from coming true, which is this like freedom, this door to move, to be free, to let go, to move forward. I do see here that a lot of you who chose this have like you have a lot of wants and desires, but I just feel like you don't talk about them, or you're afraid to bring them up, or you're afraid to tell people because you are fearing rejection or judgment, or you just don't want to feel like you don't even want to try to achieve certain goals because you're afraid of failing and what that would look like and what people would say and what people would think and stuff like that. So, first of all, there's no such thing as failure. That's all an illusion of the ego. And instead of like ignoring how you feel, or ignoring, the fact that you don't believe in yourself, or ignoring the fact that you don't feel special and you never did based off your childhood because your mom or your dad never made you feel special, or instead of just ignoring all of this that's coming up, and it's very apparent, it's very like blatant, like it's something that you can't hide, or maybe you feel like you're hiding it but you're actually really not. Instead of ignoring this, your true feelings, it's basically spirit telling you it's time to address it in some manner because it's blocking your tarot prediction from coming true. Even if you just have to address it with yourself and be honest with yourself, because I do feel like there's this level of dishonesty with yourself first and foremost, which is why there could be people in your life, relationships that you have, that are being dishonest towards you and you know about it. And instead of getting angry about that, or feeling like I can't trust people, I can't, why aren't they telling me the truth? Why are they being dishonest? You have to ask yourself honestly, what is this showing me? Because I feel like it keeps happening. I feel like people keep pushing you or triggering you, or like pushing your buttons or pushing your limits, or just being really distrustful or dishonest towards you. And it's showing you where you're dishonest with yourself, where you're not trusting yourself, where you're kind of blaming yourself, where you are not in harmony or balance with yourself. And I just feel like there's a lot of insecurities and uncertainties that are plaguing you right now, and it's being reflected and it's being mirrored in other people. And this is your lesson, and I feel like you're having a hard time seeing this for whatever reason, and we all do, so it's something to be ashamed of. But I feel like you just don't know what to say. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. Especially if this is like your counterpart or like your romantic person. You don't know how to tell this person your insecurities. You don't know how to address some insecurities. You don't know how to address some type of resolution, or tell this person how you feel. Like you just feel like, what's the point of it all? Or you just feel like you don't feel special, or you just don't feel like yourself. You just feel it's very like, yeah, it's very moody type of mood, insecure, just discomfort, uncomfortable, just very martyr, victim type mentality is what I'm picking up on. And Spirit is saying start with something simple. Like, start with telling yourself this truth. Start with sitting with yourself. Start with like embracing, forgiving, and nurturing yourself. Take a chance and really sit with your inner child. Just sit with yourself and just allow yourself to feel however you feel without judgment, which is really hard, but it is so beneficial, I promise you. And just, take it one step at a time and just do this. This could be like your new meditation practice where you just allow yourself to feel however you feel without judgment, just little by little. And I feel like you're going to be surprised because there's like a need to balance your spirituality with your practicality. And I just feel like this is out of balance at the moment. You could be a Pisces or have your moon in Pisces or have like strong Pisces placements. And Pisces is a water sign, and it's need for balance and for flow and for movement. And I just feel like there's a lack of that in your life right now because you're out of balance. Maybe you're focusing too much on material needs at the moment, which I do see because we have like surrender your belief in scarcity. So you could be really focused on your material abundance, your funds, your money, your finances, your work, or something like that. And it says here, the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So I do feel like there's this thinking like there's no such thing as infinite abundance. Like there's this lack mentality when it comes to abundance. We are all abundant. Abundance is an energy. It's not, paper, it's more than paper. It's an energy. You are abundant. You are everything, and all of everything around you is abundant. Everything you have right now is abundant. Everything you created or accumulated right now is abundance, and that is all you. Just because it looks in this physical presence, like your eyes are seeing it as like physical things, but like you are abundant. Like it is your energy, it is your birthright, it is infinite. There's no such thing as lack. There's no such thing as like scarcity. You know what I mean? Like we're all abundant. This is a very, very, very abundant universe, and you are made of the same thing the universe is made out of, the same thing that like you are made out of that same stuff. You are infinite. And I feel like there's a need or there's this like lack of belief in that. Like you're having a hard time believing it. And it's like, it's almost like you could be the people who, I'll believe it when I see it. Like you're very physical, like you're very tangible. You also could be an earth sign is what I'm picking up here. So you need like the physical evidence of it before you believe it, which would make sense with the full moon in Pisces, balancing spirituality and practicality, because there is this need of like needing to be more on your spiritual side, needing to kind of focus more on the spiritual aspects of things, because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You don't take this human experience with you. You don't take this body with you. You don't take anything with you. All of that, everything you have is you. You manifested it at some point in time. So you can manifest infinite abundance if you please. You just have to be in alignment with it. You just have to believe it. It has to do with being. It doesn't have anything to do with like hard work or doing. Like you have to believe it. You have to be it. You have to become it. You have to know that you are it and everything around it. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm speaking in tongues, but yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. But yeah, there's like this lack of confidence, and I feel like it could be this person that you're with, this like, or it could just be you, but I just feel like there's this lack of connection, this lack of confidence, this lack of connection to your higher self, to source, to creator, to your infinite abundance. But also I do feel like there's some type of tension in a relationship in particular that's making you feel dependent, that's making you feel jealous, that's making you feel, like you can't take charge. It's just giving you pause. Let's just say that. It's just making you feel really dependent on this person to provide for you, to be on the same like healing journey as you, to want to believe in the same things. And I just don't think that that's the case. So I feel like you're kind of lowering yourself to meet this person halfway, but it's making, not halfway, but to meet this person where they're at. And I feel like it's definitely making you miserable instead of you raising your vibration and leveling up and evolving and just letting this relationship fall. Like, you know what I mean? Because first of all, it's already like falling. It's already like there's already like tension and like imbalance and like a lack of unity and connection between you and this person. And it's because you both are on different pages. You both are on different vibrations, and this person is just not making you, but this person is really triggering up a lot of jealousy, a lot of overbearing, overextending, a lot of like fear, a lot of like distrustful energy within you, which is good. I think that's definitely their job, but it's just you're kind of looping in that, and you're not seeing the blessing in it. You're not seeing the lesson in it. It was this person is showing you your wounds so you can release them and heal them and evolve and grow and ascend to a higher level of your being, basically. We also have here Melissa, purpose, and Douglas Fir, resolution. So purpose says you have a unique place in this world with gifts and talents that only you can provide. Use your connection with the divine to share them. I feel like you're having a hard time connecting to the divine or feeling connected to the divine because you have very spiritual gifts or just talents that you can share with the world that will provide you with all the happiness and healing and abundance that you need. Because right now I feel like maybe you're dependent on another person for your happiness, your healing, your abundance, and this person's not giving it to you in the way that you think. They're giving it to you, but they're giving it to you in a way where you have to unlock it within yourself and free yourself from those beliefs and from them in order to evolve. Does that make sense? In order to ascend to your personal happiness, your personal healing. This person is definitely in your life to teach you some type of lesson, spiritual lesson, and self-mastery. So, it may be obviously uncomfortable and just like terrible, and you don't have to be around them, but try to see the lesson in it because this person has a purpose. And then Douglas Fir says resolution, let yourself be the one to heal the wounds passed down from your ancestors. The release and growth begins with you. So it definitely begins with you. I just feel like there's this belief that you have about yourself that you don't have a purpose, that you're not special, that you're not free, that you can't have abundance, that you are not allowed to be happy or to heal without another person, without a relationship, without, something like that. There's like this belief that you have to do it with someone else, or that you're nothing, or if you don't have a partner, you're nothing, or something like that. That's not the case, which is probably why you're in this relationship that's not even, it's helpful, but just not, harmonious. It's very like, it's an unconscious relationship. It's just imbalance. There's a lack of connection because you have a lack of connection with yourself, and this person does as well. But since this is about you and we don't really know what your person's going through right now, I can guarantee you that your person is going through the exact same thing you're going through. They are very stuck in the past. I feel like their past haunts them. They also feel like they're not free and they're not special, which is probably why you both attracted each other. And because you both have the same similar belief of like ego, that if you don't have this, that, or the other, then you're nothing, basically. You have to have money, you have to have nice things, you have to be like, this other person is supposed to make me happy. Like, there's a lack of like taking accountability and responsibility for your own feelings, your own healing, your own personal happiness. And this is where Spirit is just like, this is blocking your tarot predictions from coming true. And I do feel like a lot of you, I don't know if you've been watching a lot of like general readings or you've gotten personal readings, but I feel like you've gotten personal readings or general readings that have told you the same thing about abundance coming your way, good things coming your way, happiness, balance, wishes coming true, like something like that. And you're just tired of hearing it because it's not happening. And it's not happening because you still carry this belief that you're not worthy of it, that you're not special enough to receive it, that why should I receive it when in the past this, and this happened? Or why should I receive it when, I'm stuck in this relationship or something like that? I think there's just this belief that you have to be where you are, you have to be with this person, or you have to like there's a level of like loyalty to this person or this situation that is no longer needed, because you both are unhappy and you both are miserable. Honestly, you both are imbalanced and you both don't have a strong connection to yourself, and you're just like using each other to connect to something, you know what I mean, like to feel worthy. And then when you don't, or maybe you do for a little bit, and then when you don't, it's like it really brings you down. It really brings you into this like uncomfortable, insecure, martyr, materialistic place where you just want to like overspend on things, or you just want to buy things, you want to overindulge in things or something like that. There's just this like unreceptive energy to what the divine is trying to give to you. It's like you're receiving a lot of signs about going through this door to your own personal healing and happiness without this person. And I feel like maybe there's a fear here of like being alone that's also triggering this, because you want this person to come with you so you don't have to feel so alone. Again, this stems from your belief that if like you're alone, then you're nothing. Or if you're alone, then like, no one loves you. It's like that whole thing that society feels like if you don't have a person, if you don't have a friend, whatever, that you're basically like useless or something, you know what I mean? Like it's like that belief, that's like that scarcity belief, that like martyr belief that you have to have someone with you all the time. And that's not the case. Like, first of all, that's codependency. That's not even healthy. But we make it seem like, society makes it seem like it's so healthy. Like, it's also healthy to be on your own. It's also healthy to do things on your own. Other people are not responsible for your happiness or your healing. And so maybe you were taught that, or that's a belief you have. And because of that, it's like keeping you from your personal happiness and healing. And I think you're disregarding a lot of the messages you get when it comes to your personal happiness and healing, because you're afraid of leaving this person, or you're afraid, it could just be like you're afraid of leaving this belief behind because it's the only thing that you've believed it your whole life. And so changing that would require you to like do different things and believe some different things, and maybe cause more tension and more distance with you and this person because you don't share that same belief anymore. You both share a lot of wounds. You both share a lot of like insecurities, a lot of materialistic ego, overindulgence. You both are very dissatisfied with yourselves. You both are very emotionally unhappy. We have the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Cups reversed. So there's a lot of like emotional like unhappiness. Yeah, and that's a lot of emotions to me. It's just like you both are very numb. You both are ignoring the fact that you're unhappy, that you're miserable, that you're uncomfortable, that you have insecurities, and it's just making you both moody. You both are in this place where you're just feeling like you just have to have a lot of things around you to make you feel comfortable, but it's honestly just making you feel worse, and it's blocking your tarot predictions from coming true as well. Yeah, there's just this like discontentment, I feel, and that's just like lack of gratitude for what you do have. And I don't know. I just feel like spirit is trying to guide you in the right direction, but you're not really listening. You're having a hard time hearing it because you're just so caught up in your outside world. It's like you need some time to reflect within. You need some time to go within. You need some time to kind of focus on yourself and focus on what's happening, how you're feeling. It's like you're not focusing on your feelings. You could be focused on this person's feelings or everyone else's feelings but your own, and it's just causing a lot of turmoil. It's causing a lot of like dependency, emotional dependency. It's causing a lot of like friction. And with this like door to personal healing and happiness, it just, to me, I feel like with the context of your reading, it just, to me, it seems like you just are feeling stuck with your own personal intentions, and you're just kind of in this place where you're having a hard time disciplining yourself and achieving what you want, especially particularly with specific plans that you have for your life or personal changes that you want to accomplish. It's like they're being blocked right now, and I definitely feel like a lot of conflicts within, a lot of like a lack of clarity. It's like it's a very frustrating, hard to kind of put it into words type of feeling, but I do feel like spirit is saying you deserve this personal happiness, you deserve this healing. You have to put your heart into the plans and changes you desire and realize that you are worthy of them. You are worthy of your own time. You are worthy of your own effort, and this new beginning will come when you focus and be patient and be determined and persevere with what you want and stop focusing on this other person or other people. When you find this resolution within, when you find this purpose within, because nothing out here is going to tell you your purpose. Nothing out here is going to resolve until you resolve yourself, until you resolve within yourself. And the more you do, the more you see it reflected in your external reality. And that's just, the truth. Like, this is all just how we see things, and right now how you're seeing things is not in the best way. I'm also hearing like I'm hearing like a lot of like attitude. Like you could just be feeling very like just very moody, very like just annoyed, very like arrogant maybe, or just your ego's just in the way. It's almost like your ego hurt and you're just like overindulging in your ego and it's just making it worse. So there's a need to kind of cut yourself off right now and just kind of be alone and be with yourself, or just take some time every day to just kind of sit with yourself and like put more effort into your own personal healing and happiness. Put more effort into you telling yourself that you're free. Even if you don't feel free, you are free, first off. And just putting more effort into knowing that you are unique and you have gifts and talents that this world can benefit from and that you can provide. And it's just connecting to spirit, connecting to balancing your spiritual and practicality, because right now it's like you're overly practical at the moment. And with the balanced spirituality and practicality, this card talks about like wanting to escape. So you could be using like substances or just, and it doesn't have to be substances. Like you could use shopping, food, anything can be an escape. And like not trusting your own intuition because you're just afraid it'll let you down. Just feeling hopeless, feeling like your dreams can never come true, feeling like you can never be with this person, even though you want to. You feel like this person is your soulmate, but something about it is like, maybe you're just overindulgent in wanting to be with this person that you're forgetting about yourself or something like that. But again, there's a need to like meditate, and there's a need to like, you'll get the answers you need from meditation, because it's a time to like dive deep into your emotions and pay attention. You're very psychic, and I think your psychic abilities want to be more heightened, or they are heightened, or they will be in some way. And so it's time to kind of use that to your advantage, because those are gifts from the universe, and release your fears about your psychic abilities, or who you are in a general sense. And it's time to like put more effort towards your goals, your personal goals, not the goals of the relationship, not this person's goals, but your goals, and find that inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams, basically. You're going to find solutions to things, to your issues. And I do think your clarity is going to come the more that you meditate, but I feel like you are in a tricky situation right now. And there is this like martyrdom type of vibe I'm picking up, and it's just time to kind of drop it is what I'm hearing. It's just time for like to let it go, because it's not helping. It's actually hurtful. It's like hurting you, and it's hurting you know, your door to happiness, your door to healing. It's just you're stagnating yourself. You're procrastinating because of this, because of your fears, because of your just your ego getting in the way, and you paying attention too much to external circumstances and not seeing that your external circumstances are connected to your internal circumstances. But yeah, that is what I see. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided some deeper insights and guidance to your situation. If not, feel free to pick the other pile. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.